Hi students, this is Anusha working as a assistant professor in Vigyan Institute of Information Technology in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In this lecture, I would like to discuss about AdaBoost algorithm. Let's see what is this AdaBoost algorithm. The abbreviation for AdaBoost algorithm is Adaptive Boosting Algorithm. AdaBoost algorithm is one of the supervised machine learning algorithm. As it is a supervised machine learning algorithm, it can be used for both the classification and regression problem solution. As it is a supervised learning algorithm, it is work on the labeled data set. This AdaBoost algorithm is one of the popular ensemble boosting algorithm. As it is a boosting algorithm, it is used for combining the multiple weak classifiers into one strong classifier. This is works with the decision stumps. What is this decision stumps? Let us see. Now, let's see what is a decision stump. A decision stump is one of the machine learning model which contains the one level decision tree. The decision tree which contains the only one root node and two childs. That's why it is called the one level decision tree. As it is a one level decision tree, it makes a predictions based on the one input future. For example, if I am getting the email that contains only the word money, based on that word money, I will decide my received mail is spam or not. In the same way, the decision stump makes the predictions by using the only one value of the single input variable. Next, the decision stump which uses the geometrical, horizontal and vertical lines for the classification of the data points in a given data set like this. For example, this is the horizontal line. By using this horizontal line, the decision stump divides into two classifications. One is the positive and another one is the negative classification. So it is used the vertical line like this for classification of positive and negative points. In this way, the decision stump which is classified the different data points in a given data set by using the geometrical lines, by using the geometrical lines or vertical and horizontal lines. Now let's see the steps of the AdaBoost algorithm. In AdaBoost algorithm, we have the basically 4 steps. In the very first step, we have to assign the equal weights to all the data points in a given data set. After assignment of the equal weights of every data point in a given data set, then we are apply our first data stump. Here the data stump is nothing but the base classifier or the weak classifier. After applying the first classifier, then we are analyzing the results of that first classifier. If we found any misclassified observations in that first data stump, then we are giving the highest weights to that misclassified observations. After assigning the highest weights to that misclassified observations, then we are applying that first data stump onto the next second data stump. The same process we are continue for that second step also. Like if in the results of the stump 2, if we get any misclassified observations, then again we are assigning the higher weights to that misclassified observations. By assigning that misclassified observations, those are also we are applying for the next step. This process is repeat until we are getting the right classification. After completion of our process, means whenever we are cross the limit of all the base classifiers, then we are applying the voting classifier on that all predictions of all the data stumps, and finally we get the final prediction for our final data set, means for our strong classifier. then it will become when we are combining all the predictions of the weak classifiers, then we are getting the best prediction for our strong classifiers. In this way the AdaBoost algorithm works. Now let's see example. With this example we can easily understand how the AdaBoost algorithm works step by step. This is, let us consider, this is our data set. The data set which contains the 10 data points. Out of 10 data points we have 5 plus, 5 plus and 5 minus. Here our task is we have to classify the positives and negatives. For classification of this we are applying the AdaBoost algorithm. Okay. When we are applying the AdaBoost algorithm, the very first step in AdaBoost algorithm is we have to assign the equal weights to all the data points in a given data set. So this is our data set. See here, all positives and negatives data points contains the in same size, means all are contains the equal weights. After assigning the equal weights to all the data points, then we are applying this data set on our first data stump. This is our first data stump D1. Let us say D1. When the D1 for prediction of the D1 has to draw the line for a prediction. The D1, let us say the D1 consider vertical line for a prediction here, but as a result of this vertical line, the vertical line misclassifies the 3 positives as negative points. See here, the rounded plus points are the misclassified as the negative points. So for rectification of this, we have to assign the highest weights to these misclassified positive data points. So see here, next we are updating this first stump of the output with the highest weights of that misclassified data points. These 3 plus symbols get the bigger size than compared to the previous one. So here we are assigning the highest priority to these misclassified positives. After assigning the highest weights, we are applying the next data stump, that is the D2. When I apply the data stump D2, the data stump D2 also draw the one vertical line for the prediction, means for rectification of previous misclassified observations. It draws the one vertical line on right side of this box, but here also the vertical line gives the wrong prediction, means which it gives the misclassified of the negative points as the positive points. So see here, in this circle we have the negatives. These negatives are here classified as the positives. So for rectification of this, in the next base classifier or next data stump, we have to assign the highest weights to these misclassified negative points. See, means here we update this output of this data stump D2 with the highest weights of the misclassified data points negatives. After giving the highest weights, then we are applying the next data stump D3. When D3 is applied, the D3 draw the horizontal line on the top of the box for the prediction. Here this horizontal line, here one negative point as taken as the one misclassified, and the two positive points taken as the misclassified as the negative points. So for this rectification, again maybe we have to apply, but here I felt these much stumps are need for my right classification, so I am stopped to train the training of this misclassification, and finally after I am combining all these data stumps, I mean all these base classifiers, I got the right classification. Means see here, by using these vertical and horizontal lines of the data stumps, all the points are correctly classified, means all the positives are come on one side and all the negatives are come on another side. In this way, the AdaBoost algorithm classifies the strong classifier by using the training of the multiple classifiers by assigning the highest weights to the misclassified data points. Now let's see what is the mathematics behind on the AdaBoost algorithm. Here we will discuss this mathematics behind the AdaBoost algorithm step by step and equation by equation. As we know, the very first step in our AdaBoost algorithm is we have to assign the equal weights to all the data points in a given data set before applying the first data stump, right? For initialization of the equal weights to all the data points in a given data set, we are using this formula is equal to reciprocal of total number of data points. It means here n indicates the total number of data points in a given data set. In previous example, we have discussed our data set which contains the 10 points. Then we are assigning weight of each data point is 1 by 10. Okay? Means, and finally we get the sum of weights of all the data points as 1. Okay? Next step is we have to calculate the error rate for each classifier, each data stump. Why? Because how the error rate achieved by the each data stump, that's why we have to calculate the error rate. For finding the error rate, we are using the formula epsilon is equal to sum of weights of all the misclassified observations. Means here we are considering the misclassified observations as the errors for a particular data stump. That's why we have to calculate the error rate for every data stump. After calculating the error rate for every data stump, we have to pick the one base classifier or the one data stump with the lower error rate. Why? Because by performing the voting power on that classifier, we have to select the lowest error rate of the classifier. After selecting the lower error rate of the classifier, we are computing the voting power for a classifier. For that, we are using the formula alpha is equal to 1 by 2 log of 1 minus epsilon by epsilon. Here the epsilon is the total error rate. We are find here, this one is substituted here. Okay? By here the alpha which is gives the influence for a particular base classifier, that is selected with the lowest error rate, which means how the selected base classifier, how influentially we are using for our constructing a strong classifier, that was given by the alpha. After calculating the alpha, then that calculated alpha value or that selected lowest rate of the classifier, we are ensembled with that ensemble function. For that, we are using the formula sum of, here T is the total number of data points in a given data set, and this is the summation of alpha t and ht of xi means the data point of for a particular data stump. Here the ht is the output of a complete that selected lowest error rate of a base classifier, and alpha t is the influence or the weightage given to that weak classifier. Here the ensemble function asks itself, this much collected weak classifiers are enough for building of my strong classifier or not. If those classifiers are not enough for the building of the strong classifier, then the ensemble function repeat all these steps by updating the weights of misclassified data points. For finding the weights of the or updating the weights of the misclassified observations by using these formulas, if that data stump classifies the points are correct, then we are using the formula W volt by 2 into 1 minus epsilon. Here the epsilon is the error rate of that particular data point, error rate of that particular data stump, and W volt is the volt weight of that particular misclassified data point. If the data stump, the data points are classified wrongly, means misclassified, then we are using this formula, that is the W volt by 2 epsilon. After updating the points, we are again that data stump we are applying for the next data stump for the correct classification of the observations, and again we have to calculate the error rate, again we have to pick the classifier with the lowest error rate, and again we have to find the influence of the particular collected classifier, and that we are ensemble that the function. In this way the step In this way, the AdaBoost algorithm works iteratively up to finding the strong classifier. In this way, the AdaBoost algorithm mathematically and theoretically working in internally. Now let's see. These are the textbooks which are prescribed in your syllabus, and these are the reference books which are given in your syllabus for your better increasing knowledge in your machine learning subject. Next is the references. These are the references which are used in preparing of this content.